Most people don't fail because they're not capable. Most people fail because they look too far ahead. They look at how much weight they still have to lose, how much money they still have to save, how long this is going to take. And honestly, it can overwhelm a person before they even start. The reason why most people fall off isn't necessarily because they lack discipline. It's their perspective. When something still feels so far away, it's so much easier to start to make excuses. They'll start saying things like, I'll start on Monday. Next week is a fresh week, right? Oh, I'll start next month strong. And that's how a bad meal turns into a bad day turns into a bad week turns into a bad month. And then they just end up quitting. And that's why I believe in the perspective, in the mindset that is called the day one mentality. Not one day, day one. You guys have heard that quote before, right? It's either one day or day one, you choose. This is a perspective that allows you to see as every day being a new opportunity to move the needle closer to your goals. So you don't need a new month, a new week, a new day. It's literally today I can start to do the things I'm supposed to do to move closer to my goal. And what exactly does that mean, right? It means that every day when you wake up, you start with a blank page. Whether you did really good yesterday or you've been doing really bad for the past 30 days. Today is a brand new day, new page. You can choose to actually do the habits and do the things that are gonna move you closer to your goal or not. Because honestly, momentum doesn't really care so much about what happened yesterday. It cares more about what you're going to do today. And at the end of the day, achieving a big goal isn't something that you just achieve overnight. It's something that you achieve from stacking day after day after day in the positive direction. So the goal of having this day one mentality is to shift your mindset from the long-term outcome, right? The long-term goal you're seeking to the short-term, did I do what I was supposed to do today? Will I do what I'm supposed to do today? Doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Doesn't matter what's gonna happen a week from now. It doesn't matter how far I am from my goal. Am I going to choose today to actually do the things I know I need to do? So instead of asking, how am I going to lose 40 pounds, is saying, am I going to choose to track my nutrition today, get my steps in, and do my workout? And if you do all three of those things, you've won your day. And the more days you can stack together of winning your day, eventually it's going to turn into a win-win 1 week, right? And then if you win enough weeks in a row, you've won the month. And just day after day after day, you keep stacking these wins that actually get you closer to the outcome you want. But I think the one reason why this mindset is so much more powerful than anything else is because it genuinely allows you to reset every day. So even if you went out with your friends yesterday, right, and you had drinks and you ate Roberto's, which by the way, if you're not in Vegas, Roberto's is a Mexican restaurant, Mexican fast food, and it's fire, but it's loaded with calories. So what I'm saying is if you did that yesterday, right, and you wake up today and you're like, you know what, yesterday it was what it was, but today I'm gonna get right back on plan. I think the most powerful thing any of us can do is reset and reframe ourselves into actually moving towards our goals that same day. Instead of saying, oh, well, you know, it's Thursday, I messed up yesterday, right? So there's only Friday, Saturday, I'll just start Monday. And right there, you've lost an opportunity to stack another 4 to 5 days before that Monday. And that's powerful, right? Because then it gives you this new mindset, this new freedom of understanding that there's no guilt, there's no shame, right? Just forward momentum. Like, choose today. Choose to do the things you're supposed to do today. Who cares about yesterday? In the 9 years I've been blessed to help people achieve their goals, honestly, I can tell you that it's the people that are able to adopt this style of mindset are the people that succeed in their fitness journey long term. Because it doesn't matter what they did yesterday, right? If they missed their steps the day before, it's okay. I'm gonna get them today. Okay, I overate a little bit yesterday. That's okay. I'm gonna make sure I stay on track today. And they stop looking at these bad days as days that force them to punish themselves in a way where now they're cutting their calories drastically and starving themselves because they're punishing themselves for the day that they did or the weekend or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Just get back on track today. Now, that's a whole different subject, but I do want to talk about that because I think it's important to understand why punishing yourself in that way is actually hindering your journey even more. And I want to keep it very short because that's not what this video is about. But think about this, okay? You binge through the weekend, right? So then you choose to drastically cut your calories. Now, if you cut your calories significantly, yes, you may lose weight. The problem is that now you're not feeling your body properly. So you're going to start feeling more tired, right? You're going to feel less strength. You're going to feel like you're unable to lift as much as you'd like to. So then you're going to start not wanting to go to the gym. And it's just a downward spiral that ends up hindering you instead of benefiting you and moving you closer to your goals. But anyways, let's get back to the subject, which is day one mentality. This could be applied to anything, right? This could be applied to your business, your fitness, your career, your relationships, even your finances. Every sunrise is just a reset button. Now, I don't want you to use this mindset as something that you utilize to just do whatever you want, right? It's not about that. It's about understanding that even if you fell off a little yesterday, even if you didn't stay as consistent yesterday, or even if you didn't get all of your habits yesterday, you have a fresh start today. And I think that's powerful. And to close this out, I'll just say, if you start viewing all of your goals in this way, right? If you start challenging yourself to winning your days and you commit to winning the next 30 days, regardless of what you did yesterday, regardless of what you did the weekend before, it doesn't matter. If you just commit to checking off the habits you know you need to do for the next 30 days, you can create a significant amount of momentum. You'll actually create a lot more momentum in 30 days than you would in a year if you looked at your journey the opposite way. And then you'll stop treating the journey as something that you're waiting for the perfect day. You're waiting for the stars to align because you know that today's just another opportunity. And you'll stop focusing on how much further you have to go. You'll start focusing on, what do I need to do today? And like I said, you stack enough days, right? Now also, you stack enough days. What I mean by winning your week, right? If you've stacked 5 days and missed 2 days, you still technically won your week, right? The goal is to be consistent, not perfect, right? If you can consistently win more days than lose days, you're going to move in the right direction. So I really hope this is helpful. And if you have any more questions about day one mentality, please shoot them down in the comments. But I really hope this is helpful, guys. I really hope this gives you a different perspective in how to approach your goals and how to approach a situation when you might have fallen off or might have not done what you're supposed to do, right? And it gives you the freedom to just start today, to no longer wait for Mondays anymore, to no longer wait for the next month. Literally just utilizing the day you have in front of you to start stacking wins. I love you guys. I love you. Thank you for watching this far. If it was helpful, make sure you like this video. Give me a comment down below if you can. And then potentially save it because it does help the whole algorithm thing of YouTube. Honestly, these long form videos are a little bit more out of my comfort zone. But I'm doing them because, again, today's day one. So I love you guys. Get out there and don't forget, always focus on becoming 1% better every single day. Love y'all.